right in and get started. If you haven't logged into the chat yet, you still can. Go ahead, that way you can ask questions as we go. So welcome to all of you. Thank you for taking the time out of your morning or evening, depending on where you are, and joining me today. We're going to have a look at how to get your first 1,000 fans on Facebook, and most importantly, how to reach them. So you're in the right place if you've got a Facebook page and you're looking to grow your audience. Maybe you've been posting to your page, but you're just not getting any interaction. And it's a daily frustration for you to work out what to post. The number of people seeing your post, maybe it's declined recently, and you want to increase this number. You're still here, that's great. You're in the right place. So what you're going to learn today is how to find Facebook users with a genuine interest in your product or service, how to increase your Facebook likes within that targeted audience, how to reach more fans with your posts, and how to encourage engagement from those fans. We're also going to look at how to set up a successful Facebook advertising campaign. So who am I? I'm Karen with a Y, and this is the real me. I think this photo shows a little bit more about my personality. This is my gorgeous family, my fiance Luke and his daughter Taylor. So why social media? Why did I get started in social media marketing? My first business, More Taz for Less, was launched in 2011. And I took out this huge business loan and I was everywhere. I was on TV, radio, I was in every publication, I had billboards, went to every trade show possible. And what did it do for me? It sent me broke. I spent over $80,000 in my first year over mainstream advertising. And then I discovered Facebook. Admittedly, this was something I turned to as a last resort when I ran out of money. And I was amazed. I saw better results using this free platform than I did spending those tens of thousands of dollars on mainstream advertising. You can imagine my shock after spending all that money. When I turned to a free platform, I started making it. So now I'm going to show you how you can do the same. First, I want to talk to you about Facebook page likes. Now, the important things to remember when it comes to likes is that it's not all about the number. And they're only important if they're genuine. So there is a lot of fake accounts on Facebook. People do this so that they can sell you likes. You can go onto a platform like Fiverr, pay $5 and probably get a couple of hundred likes. The problem with this is they're not real people. And if they're not real people, how are they ever going to give you their credit card number and spend money with you? They're not. They're never going to buy anything. They're never going to interact on your page. So it's really only important if they're genuine numbers. Welcome, Chantel. I've just seen you pop into the chat. And another thing to remember is that you can still reach people even if they don't like your page. So it's still possible to get into the news feeds of people on Facebook even if they haven't clicked that like button. But what likes can do for you is that they can build credibility or social proof. And well-targeted fans are really easy to market to. So if you can get likes from people who have a genuine interest in your product or service, then they're going to be interested in what you post and what you have to say. So it used to be that you'd create a Facebook page, you'd get fans to like that page, and then you'd post to that page and your fans would see it in their newsfeed. Unfortunately, this is not the case anymore. On average, only 6% of your fans will see your posts in their newsfeed, and this number is going down in a rapid decline. Some people are saying now that it's only 3% of your fans that will see your posts. So how can we fix this? Facebook measures engagement, and then more engagement equals more reach. So the more people that engage, the more people you're going to reach with your posts. So what is engagement? Facebook measures engagement through likes, comments, shares, and clicks. So the more people that engage on a post that you post up, the more people will see it. So you may have noticed if you get a post that gets a lot of likes, maybe a lot of people comment, or maybe even you get a share, more people actually see that post overall. And that's because Facebook goes, okay, this must be interesting, must be relevant to this audience, people are liking, they're interacting, let's show it to more people. It also has a knock-on domino effect, so the next post that you put up is shown to more people because you've built that credibility with Facebook. So let's have a look at how we can go about getting more interaction with our posts. Some engaging post types are questions, fill in the blanks, asking for a specific answer, what would you do posts, and caption this. Now let's have a look at each one of these now in more detail. So asking questions. Asking questions of your fans encourages a comment. You want to make the question really easy to answer. Remember, your fans are time poor. Your post is just popping up in their newsfeed, so you want to make sure that they're going to go, yep, I'm going to answer this. It looks pretty simple. So one-word answers work best, and using questions that don't need too much thought. So you could ask, what's your all-time favourite movie? But I want you to have a think about that for a second. Your all-time favourite. It's actually quite a hard question. You've really got to think, oh, was it this one? Or maybe it was this one. Oh, and what was that called again? It's really hard to come up with your all-time favourite movie. And there's lots of barriers to people answering that question. Perhaps they can't remember what it was called. Perhaps they can't decide which one's their favourite. Or perhaps they're worried that people will judge them for their answer. So you could make it simpler by asking, what's one of your favourite movies? That way, if they can't remember their all-time favourite, they can just remember one of their favourites and one that they can remember the name of. But you can go one step further and make it really easy. What's the last movie you watched? If you're in the chat room, go ahead and type the last movie that you watched. This is a simple question. It doesn't have to be your favourite. They don't even have to have liked the movie. You're just asking them what the last movie that they watched was. So it's easy and there's no right or wrong answer. So this question is a simple question. It's something that someone can answer. You've taken down all the barriers. So I actually posted this on my Karen with a Y page and got lots of comments. So that's a great post and one that you could try later on today. Now let's have a look at fill in the blank posts. Using the fill in the blank encourages a comment. You want to make the blank really easy to fill in. Be creative. Make the blank require just one word. So begin the post by saying fill in the blank. I'm all about making things really obvious and easy. So you could say fill in the blank. I couldn't live without my blank. The word that describes today is cold. The weather right now is. Right now, I wish I was somewhere warmer. But another way that you can use these fill in the blanks is to actually relate them to your brand or product. So I first bought my, insert your product in, so they can type when they first bought that product, or perhaps you sell shoes or sunglasses. You can say, I have blank pairs of, and then insert your product name. I love your product because. So this is a great post for getting some testimonials, maybe for your website. I use my product too. So maybe your product has more than one use, or maybe you don't know it does, but once you put this post up, you'll soon find out. I couldn't live without your product because. Another great one for getting testimonials that you can use later on. So the next type we're going to look at is asking for a specific answer. So by asking for a specific answer, you make it quick and easy for your fans to comment. Use multiple choice answers, multiple choice images, use numbers, letters, or left and right, and ask questions that require a yes or no answer. So using two images and asking which is their favourite works really well, and Lorna Jane does a great job of this. So you can see three of their posts here. The first one on the left says, what's your style, tee or tank? So they've got the same top that comes in a t-shirt and a tank top, and all they're doing is asking which one their fans prefer. The other two posts here, they've got the exact same product in two different colours. Which one do you like, white or red marble? Which one do you like, black or white? It's a simple question. Most people are going to have a preference. But not only does this get you comments, it also can help you with product research. So imagine Lorna Jane haven't actually released this product yet. They're deciding whether they release this top in a tank or a t-shirt, or whether they release this top in white or pink. So it's really helping them by deciding on those comments, it might be really obvious which fans prefer, and that way they can put the colour that's most preferred into production. So think outside the square and think about how Facebook could help your business make some big decisions. Another way to do this is just asking a simple question with minimal answers. So my good friend Maren from Inspiring Innovation has put cats versus dogs. Your favourite is? Look, it's a nice, bright, colourful photo. It's going to stand out in someone's newsfeed. And most people have a preference over cats or dogs. And even if they don't, even if they write both, you're still getting a comment. Now, Greg from Mobile Mixed said, I'm looking for your feedback. Which do you like more? Reply 1, 2, or 3. He's then put an image of 3 different logos. Now, I know that this was a course that Greg was putting together, and these were 3 logos that he was actually choosing between. So not only has he put a post up encouraging comments, but he's involving his fans in his decisions. You're going to make them feel really important. And when Greg did release that course, the people that helped decide on his logo are going to feel a real attachment to that program already. So this is a great way, maybe you're doing a product that's launching in a few months, you can start building momentum around that product by getting people involved. Get them to decide on which colours you should use. Get them to decide on what your logo should look like. Maybe there's a slogan that you're thinking about. Get them to help you out. You're going to encourage those comments, and your fans will love to give their opinion. Now, what would you do? That's a pretty easy question, isn't it? So these questions put your fans into a situation and make them think about how they would react. So you can create a scenario with a photo. You can give a scenario and multiple choice options. You could use topical debates like PC or Mac, or which way should you hang your toilet roll. This is a huge debate in my house. And make sure that you comment with what you would do, so you really get involved in the conversation and start building rapport with your fans. So images can be funny, or you can use an example of something related to your product or service. The one on the left here, what would you do? We put this on More Tasks for Less. This guy's in his tent, minding his own business, reading a book, and here comes the lion. So we had some really interesting comments about this one. One person even said, I would eat the human, putting himself straight into the first person of the lion. So you'll get some really mixed results with these ones, but they can be a lot of fun. In the middle, I put this on my Karen with a Y page. What would you do if you got home to this? Believe it or not, I got home to this just yesterday. Laugh, cry, or scream. Now, most people commented on this one that they would do all 3, which I can totally understand given my reaction. But the one that I like the most is the Wed Pics one on the right-hand side. It simply says, will you opt for an updo on your big day? Now, most of the people following this page are getting ready for a wedding. That's a wedding app page, and it's a simple question. Are you going to have your hair up on your big day? But it encourages a lot of people to comment. There's 43 likes and even 3 shares, and this was just on the day that I took the photo. So by making something that's really related to your audience, they're more likely to comment. Let's take a look now at Caption This. By asking your fans to caption a photo, you're essentially just asking them for a comment. You can use a really funny photo, a bizarre situation, or you can even use it as a competition. So on the left-hand side here, Wild Kingdom TV said, what could this red kangaroo Joey be trying to say? Caption this and tell us what you think. So this is obviously a bit of an out of the ordinary photo for a kangaroo, but they got a lot of comments, even 26 shares. So it's a great way to get people interacting. In the middle here, Short Road to Happy put Happy Monday, best caption wins. So they've put this picture of the camel here, caption this, but they've used it as a competition. So people get a little bit more creative with what they comment. It's a great way to get a lot of quick entries and to get people involved. On the right-hand side, the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Obviously, this is quite a large page. They had 2,500 shares on this photo, and it's just a cute baby with really static hair. So these things appeal. Find what appeals to your audience. Now, we've looked at those 5 ways to encourage engagement on a post, but let's have a look at the 3 types of successful Facebook posts. So you've got entertaining, educational, and inspirational. So entertaining can be jokes, funny videos, memes, caption this, funny photos, or even fails. Educational could be statistics, news stories, maybe linking to your blog post or other relevant articles. It could be DIY photos, tips and tricks, how-to videos, or even infographics. Inspirational, this could be motivational quotes, empowering videos, success stories, inspiring stories, or maybe even before and after photos. So think about now, you've got what types to post, how to post them, and when to post. This is one of my biggest questions that I get asked. And the answer is it's different for everybody. But it is possible to have a look on your page and see when is the best time for you to post. So go to your page, and in the top header bar is Insights. When you click on Insights, you'll get another menu and you want to click Posts. This will then show you when your fans are online. So on this particular week, it was fairly plateaued for me, but other weeks it'll be really obvious when the best times to post are. You can also hover over each particular day of the week and it will show you the best time to post for that day. So this is really helpful to see when your fans are most online. So obviously I'm not going to post at 6 in the morning because it looks like most of my fans are still asleep. But a lot of them are late night people. You can see 11 o'clock is one of my highest times for people being online. But just because they're online doesn't mean that they're in the mood to share, comment, and like. So it'll take a bit of trial and error for you to practice and see, okay, what time should I post? And when I did post at this time, how much interaction did I get? You'll soon find a time of the day or several times of the day that work well for your page. You can see here I've identified 3 different times throughout the day to post to get the most people seeing it, and then I would go back and look and see when was getting the most interaction. Now, providing value. This is one of the most important things you can do with your Facebook page. You want to give your fans a reason to like your page. It may be exclusive offers, advance notice of sales, tips and tricks. Excuse me while I sneeze. But no matter what it is that you're offering, make sure that you follow through. There's nothing worse than liking a page because they're going to give you exclusive offers and they never do. Or they're going to give you advance notice of sales and you find out about the sale through the TV. So make sure whatever it is that you offer, you follow through. You also want to keep a ratio of 80-20. This is really important, and if this is the only thing you learn today, make sure you follow it. So 80% is value for your fan and 20% is promotion. Nobody likes a page on Facebook to be sold to all the time. So make sure you're providing that 80% value. And that could be by those other types of posts we looked at. So you could give them some educational posts, inspiring posts, and really give them value. And then 20% of the time, it's fine to do some self-promotion. You want to be informative and stay front of mind. So someone might not always be looking to use your product or service the day that they like your page. You might be in real estate and someone might like your page, but they might have liked it because they've just bought a house through you. So they're obviously not ready to use your services again. But if you are informative and you stay front of mind, the next time that they're looking to buy a property, or maybe when they're looking to sell this property, you're going to be the person that they think of. It may even be that a friend or relative asks, who do they recommend? So if you're staying front of mind, you're going to be the first person they think of. Provide content that your fans will really want to share. And respond promptly. So this is really important. On Facebook, I say you need to respond to all comments and questions. This can be inbox messages or just comments on your posts within 24 hours. Now, this is actually quite a long time for an instant platform. So if you can respond quicker, that's even better. Okay, it's time to get to the good stuff. We're going to have a look at how Facebook actually works. So what you might not know, that when you sign up to your Facebook account, you agree to their terms and conditions. Most people just tick the box and continue. After all, you have to have an account. But did you actually know what you're agreeing to? you agree that Facebook can monitor your Facebook usage. They can access your cookies and pixels on your computer and your mobile device. What does this mean? This means that Facebook can monitor your usage both on Facebook and on your computer and mobile. So they can see what types of Facebook pages you like, what topics you post about on your personal Facebook profile, which websites you visit, and also what you search for, even on Google. Now, this is the reaction I get from a lot of people. So I'm going to tell you now, please don't freak out. Yes, that's a lot of information that they can see. But it's time for you to think like a marketer. Imagine they've got all that information about other people as well that you can market to. So you've now got the ability to create a Facebook post or an ad and target it to a specific audience using those insights. So you can target people who have a genuine interest in your product or service, target your ideal demographic, and you don't have to waste money putting your ad in front of people who just aren't interested. So Facebook is one of the most targeted advertising options available and the cheapest. For $5, I can reach a couple of thousand targeted people. I certainly can't put an ad in the paper for that amount and guarantee that I'm going to hit the right people. So now I'm going to show you how to find a targeted audience, how to create an ad and get more targeted fans for your page, how to boost a post and get it out into your fans' news feeds, and how to create an ad to get people to your website or opt-in list. So it's time for you to get that pen and paper ready. So now we're going to look at finding a targeted audience. We're going to use graph search. So I'm going to switch over now and show you my Facebook page live on Facebook. So if you could just let me know in the chat that you can still see it okay, and that you're here with me on my Karen with a Y Facebook page. A simple yes would be fine. Okay, great. So I'm still logged in as myself. I'm just on my Facebook page. But what I want you to do is go up into your search bar while logged in as yourself, so your personal profile, and see if this is what you get. Okay, if this is what you can see, it means that you've got graph search, which is great. Now, some people are still yet to get the graph search, but there is an easy way to fix that. So if this is not what you see, if you just have the normal search, go ahead and let me know and I can fix it for you. So just hit me up on an email after this webinar, karen@karenwithany.com, and I'll help fix it. For those of you who have got that, let's keep moving, and I'm going to show you how to find the interests of people who already like your page or perhaps even a competitor's page. So just to get used to using the graph search, let's have a look at people who like my page. So this is my Karen with a Y page, and I can see here people who like that page. Okay, but that doesn't really tell us a lot. So what I'm going to do is have a look at their interests. So you literally just type in interests of people who like and then put the name of your page. So now this comes up with the common interests of people who like my page. So people who like my page are also interested in entrepreneurship and wine. Wine always comes up on the front page for me, so it's great to see, guys, that those of you who like my page are also interested in wine, network marketing, and even cuddling. So there's a few interesting ones going on there. But, you know, I've only got around 1,600 on my page at the moment. So I want to get a bit of a better idea from a page that has more likes than me. So someone that's a lot further along in this process, and perhaps a competitor. It doesn't have to be a competitor, but it just has to be somebody with the same target market as you. So I'm going to use Social Media Examiner. So it's the same process. Just type in interests of people who like, and then type in the name of your highest competitor, or somebody that targets the same people as you. The bigger the better as far as this goes. So this one has over 270,000 likes. And now I can see that people who like Social Media Examiner like social media, marketing, photography, travel, and psychology. So that gives me a much better overview of what these people are also interested in, as it's a lot larger audience that we're targeting. So now that I've done this, you want to actually make a note of some of the top interests of people who like that page. But what I also want to know is, okay, they like Social Media Examiner. What other pages do they like? So we're going to type in pages liked by people who like, and then type in the business that you're targeting. So this now tells me people who like Social Media Examiner also like Social Media Today, Mashable Social Media, The Next Web, Murray Smith, Mashable, and John Loomer. So this is no real surprise, and it's a great way to see. I can also do this for your own page. So again, pages who liked by people who like Karen with a Y. So a lot of these tend to be more local pages for me. So by using Social Media Examiner, I get a better overview again. Now you can also narrow this down. So you can make it, instead of people, it could be pages liked by men who like Karen with a Y, or obviously women as well. So that then changes my results. So we're going to head back over now to the slides and have a look. So first you need to define who your avatar or target audience is. And this is something that you can do as a part of your overall marketing strategy. So you need to know who it is that you're trying to target. Once you know that, search interests of people who like your page and interests of people who like your competitor's page. Search for pages liked by people who like your page and pages liked by people who like your competitor's page. And remember that you can add more variables specific to your audience. So if you want to know these things but you want to narrow it down to either men or women or a certain age or demographic, or perhaps using the graph search you can even find people who are with interests that have also got an interest in, say, running or swimming or any other interest that you can think of. So you want to make sure that you have a good play with this and get some interests and pages liked by people that is really relevant to your audience. Now I want you to make a note of those pages that were also liked by people, and just note down the ones that have more than 5,000 likes. We're going to use those a little later on. So now we're going to have a look at how to set up an ad to increase the likes of your page, but not just to anyone, to a targeted audience. So we're going to head back to my page now. So here we are on my Facebook business page, and I'm going to head down just on the cover photo at the bottom, the three little dots here. You're going to click that, and we're going to click Create Ad. Now, because I went to this process through my Facebook page, it automatically takes me into a page likes ad. Now, you can have up to 6 images running on your ads. It will automatically bring up your cover photo, and then you can upload other images from your computer. The best size is 1200 by 444 pixels. But another thing you can do is you can use Shutterstock, which are royalty-free images, free of charge, thanks to Facebook. So you want to go ahead and go search, and this will bring up the Shutterstock image library. And you can then enter what it is that you're looking for. So for me, it's social media. Once I've searched that, I can then see all these different photos that come up that I can use on my page. On my ad, sorry. So go ahead and pick and get those 6 images or however many you want to use. Once you've got them, go ahead and click Done. Now you can see in the ad preview what these ads are going to look like. So because these are Shutterstock images, they're not actually made to that 1200 by 444 image size. So not all of them will look that good. This one here, for instance, is supposed to be the Facebook thumb, and it's cut off. It just doesn't look right. So I'm going to go and cross out this one and not use that image. You can see these other ones all look pretty good, even in that size. The next thing we're going to do is actually change the text that appears. So you've got 90 characters here that you can use to give people a reason to like your page. So I'm going to go Like this page for tips and tricks to grow your business using social media. Now that's my little spiel. You could do anything that's related to your page. Perhaps like this page for industry news, or it might be for advance notice of sales, or whatever it is that you've decided to use as your little carrot to get people to like your page. I can then also look at the preview, what it's going to look like on a mobile, and also in the right-hand column ads. Now, if this is your very first ad, go ahead and remove the right-hand column. They just don't convert as well on a typical likes ad. This is different for some other ads, so I'm going to leave it on for mobile and desktop. We're now going to head down and look at audience. For now, if you don't know what a custom audience is, we're going to leave that today, but we're going to go in and choose a set audience. So at the moment, this is targeting everyone on Facebook within Australia. So you can see here it's targeting 13 million people. I'm going to add a couple of different countries. You can narrow this down as much as you like, right down to one city, a state, maybe a country, or several cities, states, or several countries. So you simply search and add in the ones that you're wanting to. Now you can see as I change anything on this side, it changes my audience reach here. So it's saying my potential reach now is 194 million people. It's probably a few too many for an ad. So I'm going to now narrow it down even further. I'm going to just target people who are 25 to 45. That's my target market. So that's narrowed it down to 86 million. I'm now going to narrow it down to women, down 44 million. Okay, now we're going to look at interests. So this is where you type in those interests that you found in the graph search, or perhaps the pages that you found. So I'm going to type in social media as an interest, social media marketing, and I'm showing you here exactly what I do for my ads. And you most likely found this webinar through a Facebook ad that I put together. Now, some of those other things that came up were traveling, photography. Now, if this is not relevant to you, don't use them, but it's telling you that the audience that you're targeting normally also likes these interests. But I can also look at adding social media examiner. So what this does is it targets this ad to fans of people who already like social media examiner. Mari Smith was another one that came up. Mashable and Mashable social media. So this is now narrowing down my reach to people who like these interests or particular pages. So if it's still too many, you can go ahead. I'm going to delete travel and photography because I don't think they're quite as relevant for my market. So now we're down to 4,200,000. You can also look at behaviours. So you've got digital activity behaviours, and one of my favourite ones here is online spenders. So these are people who actually spent money, the active ones, within the last 30 days online. The one that I'm going to use is small business owners. So these are people who have a Facebook business page. Now you can see I've narrowed this right down. And because I'm targeting people to like my page, I don't want it to go to people who are already connected to my page. So I'm going to go only people not connected to Karen with a Y. So once you've done this, go through. There are lots of other variables that you can target in the demographics, right through to relationships, education, work, politics, whether or not they're parents, life events. You can also do more in the behaviours. Get this to at least a minimum of 10,000 people. Once you've done that, you can give your ad a name and a budget. So this can be a per day budget or a lifetime budget. And with the per day and the lifetime, you can narrow it down to whatever you want. So here I've put $5 a day, and I'm going to set a start and end date. So perhaps I want this to run until the 30th of August. It will then tell me what my total spend is going to be for the life of that ad, which is really handy. So for this one, we're actually going to set it just to run for a couple of days. So it's saying I'm going to run for 2 days and spend $10. I've already got likes ads running, so I don't need this one as well. Once you're ready, go ahead and click place order. So it says that your order has been placed. So you can create a similar ad. So you might want to do the exact same ad but with a different text, and that way you can split test which one works best. Otherwise, just go ahead and click continue. So the purpose of this ad is to get more people to like your Facebook page. You want to set that target audience to a minimum of 10,000 people, use demographics, behaviours and interests, set your daily budget, and then review after a week and check your conversion rate. So anything under $1 per like is fantastic. $1 to $2 is good, but anything over $2 a like, I'd review your targeting. The more targeted you are, the less you'll pay. Because I'm so targeting my ads, at the moment I only spend 18 cents per like, which I'm really happy with. So now we're going to look at boosting a post. So we're going to head back to my Facebook page. And at the beginning of this webinar, we talked about reach and how many people see your posts. So this is one that was only posted 41 minutes ago. And although there's just under 1,600 likes on my page, only 35 people saw it, even with 2 shares. This is one from yesterday, 108 people saw it, and one here, 79 people. So what we're going to do is we're going to boost these posts to be seen by more people. Now to do this, your image has to have less than 20% text because it's classed as an ad. So I can't actually boost my tips. So although they're really handy for some people, they're not something that I can boost. This one here got a lot of likes and comments, so it's been seen by 231 people already. But I think this is a really interesting post. It's about Facebook's new save feature. So I'm going to go ahead and boost this post. So click Boost Post. Just waiting for my computer to catch up here. Okay, while we're waiting for that, oh, here we go. The first option that you come across is to target people who already like your page and their friends. So if you've been running likes ads and you know the people who like your page are targeted audience, you could choose this option. But if you're starting out and you know that the people you like your page aren't necessarily the people that you want to target, go ahead and choose people you choose through targeting. Now, because I've done this already, it's come up with options for me to choose lists. But the options that you will get the first time are the countries, states or cities that you want to target, your age bracket, gender, and then also the interests. So remember, this can be general interests or names of other pages. Then when you first do it, you can give this list a name, and the next time you can choose that same audience if it's still relevant. The next thing you want to do is choose a budget. And depending on your budget, will depend on how many people this boosted post reaches in their newsfeed. So you can see here, $22 will reach 2,900 to 7,600 people, right up to spending $1,600 and getting it to over 200,000 people. Now, I generally find that it's the higher end of the scale for the amount of people that actually see my post. I'm just going to spend $5. So you can type in your own budgets as well. And it's telling me here that it will reach between 730 and 1,900 people. And I generally find it's pretty accurate to that higher end. So I'm confident that this will reach between 1,500 and 1,900 people, if not more, because as your paid reach increases, your organic reach increases as well. So then once you've done that, go ahead and click Boost. So once you've done that, it will let you know whether or not this gets approved. As long as you've got less than 20% text in your image, it will get approved. But if I hover over this now, I can see that it's been placed and it's in review, and it will let me know once it's approved. And then I'll be able to see the results as well. So it'll tell you how many people you reached with this post. So the idea of the boosted post is to get it out into the newsfeed of more people. You want to set your audience, select a budget, but make sure that you boost a mixture of posts, not just your promotional posts. And the reason I say this is because some people will only ever see the posts that you boost. They won't see your posts organically. So if you're only ever boosting one type of post, that's the only type they'll ever see. So you want to spread out your boosted posts for the most impact to your reach. Remember, it has a domino effect. The more people that see a post the one day, the more people that'll see the next thing you post. So if you spread out these boosted posts throughout the week, it'll bump up the reach of all your other posts. And remember, a boost of just $5 can reach a really large audience. Now we're going to have a look at how to set up an ad to convert your fan to a customer. So you've done all this effort and got these people liking your page, but how do you get people to actually go to your website, to actually sign up to your mailing list, or to go to a sales page? So we're going to do now what's called an unpublished post. So instead of going through the page, this time we're going to go through Ads Manager, which you'll find on the left-hand side menu of your home newsfeed. So here we are in the Ads Manager, and we're going to go ahead and go to the Power Editor. So this is a little bit different to the Ads Manager we use for the Lux ad. Don't worry about that step just there. That's because I was working on it recently and didn't save it. So now we've come to my Ads Manager in the Power Editor. So you can see my campaigns here. I'm going to create a new campaign by clicking on the plus. So name the campaign something that you'll remember, and then you can choose the objective. So for these posts, it's either going to be clicks to website or even website conversions. So if you've got access to the back end of your website, perhaps you're trying to get people to subscribe for something or to even make a purchase, you can put some code on the page that comes up after they do that, so after they purchase or after they sign up, and then Facebook will actually measure your conversion rate, how much you're paying per person that actually buys something or subscribes to something. So for this ad, we're just going to use clicks to website, otherwise click clicks to conversion. So then we're going to go ahead and go to ads, and I'm going to add a new ad. I'm going to use the demo campaign or whatever you've named your campaign and create a new ad set for this. So this is if you want to group your ads into different areas, and then a name. I'm sure you'll come up with a lot better creative names than this. Then go ahead and click create. So with the Power Editor, you actually do all your ads set up down here. So we're going to go ahead and choose which page this relates to if you look after more than one. Now we're going to create an unpublished post. So you can see here the page posts, and it lists the posts that you've done recently, but you actually want to click this plus button. So this is creating a post that's not actually one that you've posted to your page. So enter the URL that you want to send people to. And then you want to enter some text about what it is that you're trying to get them to go to. Then you get to have a call to action button. So this is a really great feature of the unpublished posts. So if they're signing up for something like this webinar, I would click sign up, or maybe they're shopping, learning more, downloading something, choose whatever's relevant for you. I'm going to use sign up, and then the link headline. So this is the bit that stands out the most. The display link is not so important. You can leave that if you want, but you can override it. And then description will appear underneath your headline in smaller text than the post text, so it's kind of like the fine print. Then you can add an image. So again, this has to be less than 20% text. So I'm just uploading one from my computer. And then you want to leave it as this post will only be used as an ad. And then click Create Post. So here's a preview of what this ad will look like. So this is what will show up in people's news feeds, and anywhere they click on the text, the image, or the button will take them to that URL that I entered, which is a really great thing about these unpublished posts. Of course, I could have written more text here or more text here. With these unpublished posts, you can write quite a bit. So the unpublished post, this was where the post text was. This is your image, which is 1200 by 627 pixels. The link headline is the big black bold bit here. Description is that smaller text. This is the display link, which is optional. You can just leave it to bring in whatever the URL link normally says. And your call to action button. So the purpose of the unpublished post is to direct people to a page outside of Facebook. So Facebook is for building relationships. If you want to sell to someone, you should really get in the practice of taking them away from Facebook to do so. Select a URL of either your website or an opt-in page. Set up an unpublished post. Set your audience. Set your budget and upload changes. So what I will show you, which I didn't in the Power Editor, is what you've done that. You then can go across to audience. And this is where you set up the audience in the same way that you did on the previous post for the likes ad. So you can set your age brackets, locations, demographics, interests, and behaviours. You then go across to optimization and pricing, and it'll give you a suggested bid. I generally recommend just going with that suggested bid. And then once you're ready, you go upload changes. Now that's the same as saving an ad for the Power Editor. Now this post won't be seen on your timeline, so it won't actually be a post on your page. It will just be in people's news feeds, the ones that you target it to. So the great thing about this is you can set up 5, 6, 7 ads to run at once that won't be seen by people on your page thinking, why is he posting the same thing over and over? Because you can target different people, use different images, use different text, and just run a lot of similar ads. So I know that we've gone through a lot of stuff in the last 50 minutes, and I thank you all for bearing with me. So what is it that you've learnt? We've learnt to use a mixture of post types: educational, entertaining, inspiring, engaging, and promotional. And you've learnt that you need to keep your promotional posts to 20%. I recommend posting a minimum of 2 times per day just to increase that reach. You can boost posts to increase that reach even further. And if you can, run an ongoing ad campaign. Even $2 a day will make a big difference. Now, if you do want to learn more, if you're struggling to come up with engaging content, tired of trying to keep up with the constant changes that are Facebook, you don't know which platforms are right for your business. You're putting in the time and effort, but you're just not seeing the results. Don't worry, you are not alone. So I've created my brand new course, Click by Click Social Media. We cover 7 different modules in this course. The first one is one of the most important. It's called Set Out for Success, and exactly what it does. We look at creating your custom avatar, working out your reasons for being on social media and what it is that you're trying to achieve. We look at best practices. We look at which platform is right for your business. We look at consistency in branding, and we also look at time-saving tools. Then define all your goals and objectives and create a full social media strategy for your business. We also look at ways that you can automate your posts to save time. Module 2 is Facebook. So Facebook is the #1 social media platform. It has billions of users and creates opportunities for you to target your message to a specific audience. So we look at everything from your basic setup of your page, powerful profile pictures, making the most of your cover image. We go into custom apps, creating that content, how to post, how to pre-schedule. We look even further into encouraging engagement, how to use hashtags, creating Facebook groups and their purpose. We look at their best practices for Facebook. We look at how to run contests on Facebook, your insights, even more about advertising and targeting audiences, and also reporting. So perhaps you've got to report back to your boss or financial advisor and say why you're using Facebook. Module 3 is Twitter. So Twitter is a really fast-paced social media outlet, and it is one that is little understood by a lot of people. So we look at optimization, basic setup, planning for success. Again, we look at your profile pictures and customization of your channel. We look at creating content, how to tweet, retweet, favorite. We look at scheduling and encouraging engagement across Twitter, how to use hashtags, how to join discussions, even how to run live Twitter chats. We look at running contests on Twitter and using images, Twitter insights, targeting audiences, and again, how to report. Module 4 is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a great platform for business networking. It's got a really strong corporate usership, and it allows you to network with people in your industry or even create a group and become an expert in your field. So we look at setup, optimization, powerful profile pictures, how to respond to invites, how to post and create content specifically for LinkedIn. We look at how to find groups to interact in or even set up your own group. We look at setting up business profiles on LinkedIn, encouraging engagement and joining discussions. We look at promoting positions, finding specific people on LinkedIn, how to advertise on LinkedIn, and also your LinkedIn advertising, insights and reporting. Module 5 is Pinterest. Pinterest is a really visual social media platform, perfect for those with a physical product to sell or a graphic-based business. So on average, users of Pinterest spend more per sale than on any other social media platform. This is why this is one of my favorite platforms for driving traffic to a website. So we're going to look at your setup and optimization, setting up for success, creating boards, how to pin images, and making sure that they link to your website. We look at keyword-rich descriptions, the best sizes for your images. We look at shared boards and running contests, encouraging engagement. We look at how to make your own DIY images, encouraging repins, how to edit images. We look at best practices, insights, and reporting. Now, Module 6 is Google+. Google+ is a rapidly growing social media platform owned by Google. And for this reason, I recommend it for anyone that's got a website that they want to rank well on Google. So we look at your setup and optimization, planning for success, your powerful profile pictures and cover images. We look at Google+ circles and Google authorship. We look at how to post and Google+ communities and groups. We also look at running a Google Hangout, which is exactly what this webinar is run through. We look at best practices, GIF images, which are animated images that you can post to Google+. We can look at how it works with the Google search engine, insights, networking on Google+, and how to target an audience. We also, again, look at reporting. Now, Module 7, last but definitely not least, is YouTube. So with over 6 billion hours of video watched on YouTube every month and 100 hours of video uploaded every minute on YouTube, which is huge. It's now owned by Google, so this is a really important platform to be a part of. So if you haven't considered video marketing for your business until now, this may be something that interests you. We look at powerful setup and optimization, planning for success. We look at how to use the best thumbnail pictures to get people to click through and watch your videos, making the most of your cover image, how to post a video, tagging authors, using keywords, encouraging engagement. We also look at the viral effect and how to make your videos go viral. We look at intros and outros, building subscribers, creating easy videos and video editing. We look at YouTube best practices, YouTube and how it works with the Google search engine, insighting and also reporting. So with this course, you can learn at your own pace. You get lifetime access to all the videos. You can stay up to date because as things change, I update the videos so that you always stay ahead of the competition. Everything you need is in one place, and you have my full ongoing support. So this course is going to retail for $297. At the moment, being new, the first 3 modules are live, with the remaining 4 modules being released in the next few months. So right now, instead of $297, for thanking you for watching my webinar, you can get access to this course for just $197, lifetime access to all the modules. So you can get this at clickbyclicksocialmedia.com/special. And I've got 4 great bonuses for you. So bonus number 1 is a full social media strategy template. So this is everything you need to create a professional template for your business for a social media strategy. And we'll also have a video that shows you exactly how to fill it out. Bonus number 2 is social media image templates for every single platform. This comes in JPEG and Photoshop, so it doesn't matter what you're using to edit your images, you'll be able to open them. They cover all cover images, profile pictures, backgrounds, post sizes, ad images, and everything you need. So this bonus is going to make life a lot easier. Bonus number 3 is one of my favorites. It's hundreds and hundreds of ready-to-post images. So we've put all of these together for you so that you can just simply upload and post to social media. Before and after, which one should you use, which one do you prefer, all the different public holidays, special occasions, even pages to say thanks for reached this many likes. All these images ready to go, and they come in several colors to suit your branding. So this takes the hassle out of images and makes it really easy to come up with a quick and easy post. Bonus number 4 is access to our private Facebook group. So this is a VIP access to only members of Click by Click Social Media. So you can ask questions, and I am in the group live to answer you. You can also mingle with other like-minded people who are going through the same process, see what's worked for them and what hasn't, and find other people in your industry and enjoy networking with your peers. So you get all 7 modules: Set Up for Success, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+, and YouTube, as well as these 4 great bonuses. That's over $6,000 value. And my promise to you is, for any reason at all this course does not meet your expectations, cancel within 30 days and get a full refund. No questions asked. So to take advantage of the special offer, clickbyclicksocialmedia.com/special. That's just $197. And if you have any questions at all about anything that we've covered on the webinar, anything to do with Facebook, or even about the course, I'm going to stay live with you. If you're on here live, we're going to go and hang out in the chat room. Everyone else, you can hit me up on Twitter, Karen with Y, or Facebook, #ClickByClicks, so that I can find your conversation and I'll answer any questions that you have. So I'm going to end the broadcast now. Thank you for those of you who joined me live, and for you who have watched on the replay. And if you are live, I'll chat to you now in the chat room.